know what OpenSea is if you've never heard of it in a short while, but a marketplace like OpenSea only takes about 2.5% of the total sales. So that is very low compared to what other companies, corporate companies would take if the artists themselves would actually sell through these companies, okay, or take these companies as their middle person. All right, so one good example would be the band Kings of Leon, where they sold their recent album as NFT and made about $2 million in just 2 weeks, okay. According to them, in order for them to make $2 million from Spotify, they would need to have 800 million listens. Only then it would amount to $2 million, and 800 million listens isn't an easy asking. You know, it would take few years to get 800 million listens. But in just 2 weeks, Kings of Leon actually made $2 million just by selling their products as NFT on the marketplace. Okay, so what are NFT market? NFT market is basically a platform where you can put your NFT, sell them, or buy other people's NFT. All right, so you cannot just simply buy NFTs from you know, you go to a physical store. You can't do it. Okay, NFT is a digital asset, so you need to go to a dedicated platform that can provide you more information on the NFTs that are being sold. Okay, so NFT markets are getting more and more budding these days, and the global NFT market size is expected to grow from this year up to 2026. The total market cap will be about 147 billion. Okay, and in practical terms, of course, it's impossible and safer than any bank system, because the ownership is undisputed. Okay, so that's the first level of security in blockchain, which is this decentralization. Okay, so NFT offers a second level, and that's why they've become so valuable in the world of art nowadays. Not just digital art, but just art in general. Okay, so just now Gorgeous Secret gave Beeple's everyday artwork as an example. So Beeple is actually a blue chip artist who have sold many NFTs online, and his artwork have been sold for, I think, a total of almost close to $500 million, you know, okay. So yeah, that's basically what in general NFT marketplace is. We now take a look at how we would like to get on board this NFT trade, okay. So we have our own NFT, which looks like, I think you are very much familiar with this character, which is like a minion. Okay, so this is actually a collaboration between HyperNation and Hitchhiker of Stars, which gave birth to Hyper NFT. Okay, so Hyper NFT is a strategic partner of HyperNation, whereby when we collaborated with Hitchhiker of Stars, we released this NFT collection that is based on minions. Okay, so we put out about 10,000 units only. Okay, yeah, one thing I need to remind you guys is that NFTs are built on scarcity, so it's not in abundance. So that's why sometimes people pay crazy money for it, because if, say, an artist come up with only 100 units, you'll only be one of the 100 people in this whole world that will own it. Okay, so people with a lot of money, they can buy anything they want. Okay, so what else besides having anything they want is something that they can have that other people can't. So this is the exclusive ownership of NFT that drives a lot of people on board this train. Okay, so yes, of course, we released a whitelist on the 13th of May this year, and also the official release date on our Hyper NFT website was on the 15th of May. But if you do not want to get this Hitchhiker of Star NFT from the website, you can actually go to other NFT marketplaces. So our Hitchhiker of Stars NFT is actually available on OpenSea. So OpenSea is one of the main examples of NFT marketplaces. Of course, there are many outside there. Even crypto exchanges like Crypto.com, Binance, FTX, they are all also available for trading of NFTs. Okay, so XC Marketplace, you can see down there, is is related to Axie Infinity, which is the most famous gaming company, because you can also buy NFTs as a utility for gamification. So what this means is that when you buy an NFT, it retains a certain benefit that you can use in their gaming platform. Okay, so Axie Infinity is one example. Steppen, the Steppen app is another example, which Steppen app is actually a move to earn app. Okay, so meaning to say, when you move, when you exercise, when you are being active, you can get paid for it. But of course, they won't just give you money for exercising. You have to buy their NFT sneakers. Okay, and the sneakers would have different levels of pricing. The cheapest one would not give you a lot of benefits in terms of gaining money, gaining profits from exercising through the app. The most expensive one, of course, will give you the most benefit. Okay, so meaning to say, if the cheapest NFT sneakers will only allow you a total of 2 unit of energy per day, most expensive one will probably get you to 10 or 15 or 20, you know. Okay, so that's just one example. All right, another thing would be like marketplaces that are very specific, like NBA Top Shot, which sells NFT in regards to sports. Okay, sports NFTs like Michael Jordan's, the Air Jordan NFT, also like Super Rare. Super Rare is a marketplace where they would sell extremely rare, unique digital collectibles, which will only probably come out once in a lifetime. Okay, so just a short introduction to OpenSea, because I mentioned OpenSea before, and also our Hyper NFT is on OpenSea. If you go to Hitchhiker of Stars, you can actually find our NFTs there, and it's available to be purchased. Okay, but later on we're going to connect that to HyperNation. But just for now, I just want to introduce you to OpenSea. You can try it out. You can go to the website and you can see what are some NFTs that are available to be bought and traded right now. Okay, so OpenSea is founded by Devin Finzer and also Alex Atala. Okay, and they allow users to actually put on their NFTs and also buy other people's NFTs. The project sold on this marketplace must be ERC 721 compliant, which means it needs to be compliant on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so ERC 721, if you don't know, is a cryptography for digital asset trading. Okay, so you might be familiar with ERC20, Sol20. These are all for crypto coins trading, but for digital assets, they would have a more refined modes of transaction. So ERC721 is what OpenSea would require. Okay, so for the projects to require to be traded on OpenSea. All right, so as of earlier this year, January 2022, okay, OpenSea was valued at $13.3 billion. Despite only taking 2.5% of product owners' profit, they are now worth $13.3 billion as of January 2022, and the projected market cap or rather market value for OpenSea will be much more in the coming 2 years. Alright, so as mentioned just now, our HOS, Hitchhiker of Stars NFT debuted on OpenSea on the 18th of June 2022. So if you can see on the pictures below, these are the marketing campaigns that we actually did, which is to take selfies with the Hitchhiker of Stars billboard, which we used to promote the NFT. And the winners actually got themselves a piece of the NFT, a 2D version of the NFT. And of course, you know, when you get these NFTs, you are able to trade it. So in the near future, if these NFTs rise up in value, then you know you got the NFTs for free and you can sell it for profit. All right, so for the next part, I will pass it back to my fellow speaker, Gorgeous Secret.
Thank you, Crypto Sabat. So the next part, we are talking about the opening price of HOS is 0.137, and the price after 24 hours, really, thanks to everybody's support. If you like Minion, you like HOS also. 0.49, increase the percentage of 357%. So this is on the 24 hours, and is gaining traction now. If you think HOS will be valuable in the future, please start to look at your collection of HOS now. And why should you own a HOS? Of course, we always tell you that this is a simplest way for you to buy a ticket to hibernation. Holders of HOS will be partaking in hibernation, and we will be creating more and more products varieties. Since we talk about hibernation is a collections of multiverse, so we will actually introduce more items for everybody to partake in, as for example, purchase of land, real life socialization, P2E GameFi, and NFT staking or mining. And NFT, of course, are the core elements supporting the hibernation ecosystem. Just like we talked about it just now, we have hibernation, and we have crypto, we have blockchain technology, and of course, not forgetting the NFT. And since we are launching hibernation, so as we promote HOS, and you look at the cute things we have here, we wish you will like it a lot, and of course, we will do our best to actually make this HOS valuable, very much valuable in the near future. So the value of the market, NFT market, will reach about 100 billion in the next 3 years. So what are the unique selling point of HOS? First one, because you are the first batch that get to know this HOS. We may not be knowing when the apes was launching. We may not be knowing the CryptoPunks was launching at that point of time. But yes, now you know that this is the beginning of the primary market of HOS. The whitelist, we limited to 10,000 pieces, and you should know that 10,000 pieces is not a lot. So therefore, the appreciation in value will be very, very much in the near future. And the loot box distribution will give you a lot of mystery, feeling of getting to open the box, just like the Forrest Gump says, you will never know what you are going to get. Rare, super rare, and of course the super, super rare. And where to buy? By now you should be able to know we are selling on Hyper NFT, our major collaboration partners, and also the open platform in OpenSea. And this will be definitely the next big thing, because high quality NFT projects and we are intensely developing this into the next big thing. And of course, in the crypto or blockchain world, we will get everyone to have the same consensus, where we will be having our newly created DAOs also. So the vision of Hyper NFT is to build a completely open and transparent first-class NFT marketplace. So we need everyone's effort to put our HOS, Hyper NFT, and even hibernation in the leading market share. And of course, all the things we see here, we welcome everyone purchase a HOS through Hyper NFT, and you will get a direct entry into the hibernation, where economic consensus, fairness, globalization, decentralization will be fulfilled in the perfect hibernation that we are gearing for. Thanks very much for the sessions together, and we will have more and more latest news about our Hyper NFT, our HOS, and also our hibernation in the weeks to come. Next week, we will have a very, very exciting topic. So stay tuned and follow us on Hyper NFT and hibernation. So if you purchase a HOS from Hyper NFT, so this will be a log-on page, your hibernation. You register here, and they'll bring you to the landing page where you can register yourself as a citizen in hibernation. And do scan these two, hibernation and Hyper NFT, and And thanks very much. We welcome everyone to the new world of hibernation together. We'll see you in our next Zoom. We will have another Zoom in 8 hours time. So if you have friends and family members and members that miss this session, please do encourage them to join our next session happening in 8 hours time. We'll see you then. Bye for now. I will pass back to the host, Jin.
Hello, thank you for staying tuned with us. Thank you, Crypto Sabah and Gorgeous Secret, for this amazing and outstanding presentation and sharing on this NFT on OpenSea. So our session is officially end today. So if you have any question, I can see that there are quite a lot of you are PMing and trying to get to you one by one. So, well, if you have any more questions, you can actually email us at this email. I'm going to put in the chat room. Okay. All right. So